they will detain you or take necessary measures if you are interrupting this investigation near that area. Definitely not a good idea to walk in the median or approach them at this time as they investigate the deaths and the shootings of their men.
Yeah, there's no reason for any citizens at all right now to be trying to talk with police officers out there on that scene. If you need any information, we'll try to bring it to you. You can call the non-emergency line at this point, 389-2000. If you have something that you need to get to Baton Rouge Police, there's no reason at all to go to that scene, and we don't know what this man was doing or what he was trying to say. Darren DeQuano is one of the people that were out there that saw this. Darren, what did this look like to you?
Hey, Greg. I'm shooting down. I'm sure you see my shot. And I noticed walking down the median with a shirtless white male, long, tattered, like blue jeans, and he's walking towards the cop that stays underneath the interstate, and then he starts pointing at him and kind of bowing his chest up. Keeps walking. The cops just didn't watch, not overreacting. Then finally he gets close to him, and he starts pointing, and he points back towards the scene and yelling, and then he gets tased and he falls flat. I mean, he goes straight back. They turn him around, arrest him, and they put him in the car. Who he is, I have no idea.
Obviously, he appeared that he was upset with something, perhaps this situation. Maybe he has some type of mental issues. We don't know. You'd have to be crazy right now, though, to try and confront Baton Rouge Police and try to get into or even talk about this scene at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, when I first saw him, I'm looking at him through a viewfinder just earlier, and he picked up a hubcap on the median. He stopped, turned around, picked up a hubcap, and walked towards the police. It was finally curious that he was in the middle of the scene like that. So he starts walking, starts bowing up, the cop tased him, put him in the back of the car. Yeah, he didn't look like he was mentally stable. He was definitely arguing with him. But I'm not a psychologist or anything, but just from my vantage point here.
And that vantage point, for folks who are just joining us, Darren, can you describe to people what exactly we're seeing, where you're located?
I am located right under the overpass on Airline Highway. I'm probably 50 yards away from the overpass, actually, where there's some police officers stationed, keeping everybody back. I mean, the Airline Highway is completely blocked off in that direction.
All right, Darren DeQuano, thank you very much for that. To put this in perspective, this is obviously somebody who had an encounter with police and was tased there. This just goes to show you now we have police dealing with this suspect and not being able to concentrate on what they were trying to do, which is hold that perimeter. Obviously, there are plenty of officers around, but when we start directing attention is where we start getting into trouble there. We're trying to check back in, folks, just to kind of let you know what's going on behind the scenes with a lot of our crews, and the weather is impacting our ability to do that. So,
sure, it's affecting traffic across the board. You just heard Darren mention that whole area is closed off, and here is a more specific map just built by our Johnny Asian First Alert Traffic. Airline Highway closed in both directions, as you heard Darren talking about, between Goodwood Boulevard and I-12.